If you've always wanted to grow blackberries but thought you didn't have the room and thought that they were too invasive for you, you're right, they are invasive, but you're wrong. You do have the room. Let me show you how to grow blackberries in small containers. These are EarthBoxes, but don't let that run you off. It can be done in any type of container. Let me show you how I've been doing this over the years and show you what I'm doing now. Different phase, different chapter in my blackberry growing experience. So this year I'm doing somewhat of an experiment. I am putting blackberries in EarthBoxes. If you follow me for any time, you know I've got blackberries in wicking tubs. They're about 20 inches in diameter, about 20 inches tall, probably 18 to 20 gallons. I've raised my blackberries in those for, I think this is going on to the 5th year. Have done fantastic in those. I have not seen any problems. I have been asked many times, and we'll discuss it on these also, but I've been asked many times about, are they going to get root bound? And, you know, my answer is always, I think they were root bound the first year they were in there. I mean, those roots, the roots on these blackberries spread so quickly. I pulled them out of there before, out of the wicking tubs, and it's just been one solid mass. So, yes, they are root bound. Does that pose a problem? I don't think so. I truly do not. But I'm going to plant these on the back side, slap dab in the middle. I'm going to put one plant per EarthBox, and I'll have plants probably this year coming up. Roots are spread over here. I'll have a cane come up here. I'll have a cane come up here. They're going to come up everywhere. So I just don't see any reason to plant more than one plant in an EarthBox. So I'm going to go down to the baffle that's in the bottom of these. It's not in the bottom. The baffle that is right, that is where the water reservoir starts. The water reservoir will fill up to where that baffle is, and I'll give you a little bit better look at that baffle. I took a shot of the EarthBox without any soil in it, and that is the baffle. It's about 2 inches, 2.5 inches, maybe 3 off the bottom of the EarthBox. So you've got a water reservoir in the bottom of that EarthBox that is about 2.5 to 3 inches deep, and it's supposedly 2.5 to 3 gallons. That's what they say. So with that in mind, I'm going to put that down in there and see how it looks. I don't really want to sit it right on top of that baffle, so I'm going to put a little bit of soil on top where the blackberry itself is not sitting on that plastic baffle. It's sitting on sitting on some soil, some potting mix. And this potting mix is several years old. So people ask, how long can you use potting mix? I don't know. I know you can use it 4 or 5 years because I have. So I'm going to pull this out. And by the way, these plants, I'm going to try to keep all the fertilizer that came in these. These plants are from Bob Wells Nursery at Sorelli Farms. And I highly recommend them. You can get a discount if you use my discount code that will be below in the description, and it has changed. So used to the discount code was TP2. It's changed now, so look below for the discount code, 10% off of anything you get at Bob Wells Nursery at Sorelli Farms. At some point they're going to change the name, I think, strictly to Sorelli Farms, but right now it's Bob Wells Nursery at Sorelli Farms. Beautiful place to go. Took a trip there the other day. Brought you along with me. Hope you watched that video. I said this was an experiment, and it is somewhat, because this is going to be long term. I have put blackberries in an EarthBox and left them there for about 2 years. They did fantastic. I needed the EarthBox, didn't need the blackberries, so I gave the plant to my neighbor. He just basically pulled it out of there, and it was a mass of roots. Pulled it out of there, and he dug a hole, stuck it in the ground. So, but up until that point, I didn't see any problem putting blackberries in an EarthBox. I want to plant it at the same depth that it came from the nursery. I may come back and tie it with my tape tying machine, but I think I'm gonna cut this off for right now and just see how well this thing stands up. I don't expect it to fall down by any means, because these canes are pretty substantial, pretty nice canes. And this is the type of plant you would get at Bob Wells. They've got great plants. These are 1 gallons. They do have bare root, I think, which are quite a bit cheaper than the 1 gallons. And this works again. This any kind of container that you want to plant blackberries in would be fine. It doesn't have to be an earth box. So keep that in mind. Don't rule this out. Well, I'm not going to spend all that money on an earth box. They're too dang expensive. So I'm just not going to plant blackberries in containers. Why did I change my voice and do that? I don't know. But anyway, that's the way some of you sound when you argue with me, I'm sure. First of all, I need to do a little fertilization right here. I'll dig a little trench and put some. I've got some organic fertilizer in here from Haas Tools, and I'm going to put about a pound of fertilizer there, and then I'll cover it up, and then I'm going to come on top of this with that chicken litter. I can't just put a cover on it, those white covers on it, because you know these plants reproduce from their roots, so the roots have to spread out, pop up, start a new plant. Well, if I got a big old white cover on that thing, where's it going to pop up to? So I think I'm going to put the litter on top for fertilization long term, covering also, but also going to come in here and kind of mound up a little bit with wood chips. Put some fertilizer in it, layer of litter, and then put the wood chips on top of that, and just mulching these in real well. They've always done well when I mulch blackberries. I don't think it'd be any different with mulching these. And again, before I put the topping on it, I will take that purple tag off too, or put it up here. I'll probably just, I don't know. I know they're Prime-Ark Freedom. You know they're Prime-Ark Freedom. If I forget what they are, you can remind me. But anyway, cut this little trough here, and then I'll go get some fertilizer and we'll put it in there. So I've got some organic, and I've decided I'm gonna keep these organic because it's gonna be long term. They're gonna be in here a long time. Why am I changing from wicking tubs to earth boxes? Wicking tubs have worked fantastic. Wicking tubs go brittle and go bad and start to fail after about 4 or 5 years. So earth boxes, there are people that have written comments on my channel that told me they've had their earth boxes for 20, 25 years. So these last a long time. That's why I'm changing. That I'm consolidating my garden, and I have designated these 7 tubs as blackberries. It's going to take 7 tubs out of my vegetable rotation, but that's okay. We're good, I think. So anyway, it's Haas 543 organic, and I'm gonna put about a pound in there. Normally, if I'm doing earth boxes organic fertilizer, I'll use about 2 pounds, and this may be, it's gonna be over a pound probably. And you just have a line, putting it across, and so that's what you do. I'm gonna push it down in there. I'm gonna cover it up a little bit, but I'm gonna cover it up with something anyway, some chicken litter or something here in a little while. So that's really not as much of an issue covering it up as it would be typically. So anyway, that's the second one planted. Got the fertilizer in it. I'll do all the rest of them this way, and then I'm gonna put the chicken litter on it, and I'll show you that. Well, we're starting to get a little sprinkle of rain, so let me just kind of end this, but basically it's going to look just like it looks like right now. I probably will put some mulch on top. That is not mulch what you're looking at. That is actually chicken litter, a lot of chicken poop and shavings mixed together. But boy, they look good. They're going to start taking off like crazy, start blooming like crazy, and because they're 1-year plants, 1 gallon plants also, I'll get a few berries this year. Already seen a lot of blooms come and go, and I don't see any reason why I won't get a few berries this year. Not going to be many, of course, But you can see, look in there, you can see some of the poop and stuff in there. They ought to really really start going crazy. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to showing you just more of what I've been showing you over the years, and that is growing blackberries in containers is not just possible, it is rewarding, and it is, I think it's the best way to do it. Now, I'm not saying it's the most productive. I'm not sure about that. They're very productive, but in the ground, you've got, you know, the plant can go down deep and can get minerals and nutrients and stuff like that that you may or may not be giving it. And therefore, might could do better in soil. A lot of that depends on your soil. But it works great in containers. I have grown some wonderful blackberry plants, lots of big juicy blackberries in containers over the years, and I've shown you that it's possible, not just talking about it. I've done it, and some of you have too, because I get a lot of comments and things like that of people that are growing in containers and doing great success growing in containers. So we'll wind it up now because I'm getting a little bit wet, but that's okay. We're gone.